All right, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Tennessee Titans and the Atlanta Falcons. Two teams here fresh off Week 1 victories who can keep it going as we're underway on EA Sports. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. Now a first carry for Derrick Henry. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is it allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
Detroit!
Throwing here on third down. Darnold. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Cameron Jordan with a big-time sack on third down. And it'll be a loss of 7. On fourth down, here's Matt Bosher on to punt. Back deep, Travis Benjamin. Fielded at about the 28. 21 yards. Well done on the return. And the Falcons will be taking over first and 10. Very good starting field position for the Falcons offense as they come up first and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. On second down, here's Goff. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And give him 17 yards that time as that'll move the chains.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. Off the corner. Where'd he come from? Well, I guess he came off the corner, but really nice play.
I like when you're able to pose a question and answer it at the same time. That's exactly where he came from, but it's not something that you normally see. Most of the time, we're thinking about those guys covering pass catchers. In this case, he was a big factor in the run game. No gain.
Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowl safety Cam Chancellor. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
after the interception. Here's Darnold. Finds Roberts left side. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. First down, Titans, gain of 12.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
A good pick up there of 20 yards.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the balls we just saw there.
He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. And he's going to be taken down, but not before reaching the 15-yard line. And a nice gain of 21 yards. The first red zone opportunity for the Titans. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 15. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Over the middle, and it's incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
And again, he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively.
Detroit! 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 Set! Over! Green 39! Over! Green 39!
Darnold. And that is incomplete.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now since it's 4th down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3. And McManus able to put it through. And the Titans hit the scoreboard first. It's 3-0. So unable to convert for the touchdown inside the red zone, but they do come away with 3.
Yeah, it's a 32-yarder. That's essentially an extra point nowadays, right? Because it's 33 as a general rule for these guys. So it should be a simple kick. But you know what's really strange nowadays? When they miss an extra point, I think they carry that with them longer than missing a field goal because an extra point's supposed to be automatic.
Absolutely, and I would think even field goals inside of 30 yards, even though they're substantially shorter than a PAT, it just has a different feel, doesn't it?
A different feel, a different vibe. That's what I get from all the kickers I talk to. They always say if I miss an extra point, that's the one that bothers me more.
Orange, 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 orange.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Across the formation, he's got a man. That's Allen. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A good pickup there at 22. Now that tight end position, it just seems to continue to evolve every year in the NFL.
Yeah, you're getting really terrific athletes. A lot of them maybe were wide receivers at one point. They continue to give you speed, great hands, and big bodies, which make them excellent targets for quarterbacks.
And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Super! What's that? 5.
Here's Goff now on 2nd down. Completing it here to Marvin Jones. Touchdown, Falcons! Marvin Jones, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Falcons have taken the early lead. Gano the extra point, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. Gano out to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. Able to slither by. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. The Titans offense now, they get set to head back out here. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
Takes it to the 26, just a 1-yard gain.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Here's Darnold now on second down. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess.
4 down. All right, now, look at 56. Look at
From the gun on third down, here's Darnold. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
And they'll go on the ground. And he powers his way up past the 30. Defensively, the tackle by Cam Chancellor.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
Alongside Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin, it's the to begin quarter number 2. They've got it 2nd and 6 to start things out. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of the yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. Sheldon Richardson there to make the play.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down, a very solid gain on that play.
They'll try the air now with Goff. And Jones has it over the middle. Evades the tackler and now some space. The 20, 10, touchdown, Falcons. Marvin Jones, 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Falcons will add on to their lead. Now he's having a nice little first half here, partner.
And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the second quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
Gano out to kick this one away. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. And now a timeout defensively by the Falcons. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Darnold on first down. Looking left side, he's got it, complete. The Titans get 14 yards there and move the chains as well.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it, sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
A first down carry for Henry. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. Tackle is made by Cameron Jordan.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
On second down, Darnold. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down. Seems like this defense, especially the secondary, has really been contesting about every throw in this first half.
Remind me of a good half-court defensive basketball team. Every time a pass is thrown, they're right there in good defensive position, able to affect the play.
To throw is Darnold. Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. Nick Perry in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that'll lead to a fourth down. Here's Matt Bosher now as he's on to punt for Tennessee. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Returning, it's Benjamin. A good return there, 17 yards. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. He takes this for 3 to the 29.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
And he works his way forward for a couple up past the 30.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker, and what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
From the gun on third down, Goff. Looking for Benjamin, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick six last week. Not a pick six here, but an interception.
It's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept a pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. Well, that worked really well last week because he had made it all the way to the end zone. This week, he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing really well.
And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. That good for 19 and a first down. They keep it with Henry on first down. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage back at the 17. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down. To throw on second down is Darnold. To the right side and complete to Hurst. Now the ball comes loose. The Titans on third down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 7.
Detroit! Detroit! Hurry up, here we go. Green, 39. Green, 39. Gun, gun. Gun, gun. Gun, gun. Hot.
Darnold now to throw. Escapes the save, but he can't get away forever, and down he goes. Jurrell Casey able to get him down behind the line of scrimmage, and it'll be 4th down. So out comes the field goal team now for the second time here today. And McManus able to put it through. And a second field goal here cuts their deficit to 14-6 now. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
Here comes the Falcon offense now as they get set to take over here. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. And they'll run it here. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs.
Exactly what they needed right there because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
1, 2, 3. Maverick.
On 1st down, gone. Benjamin with it over the middle. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Here we go, fellas. Here we go.
To throw on 2nd down is gone. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And he will take this all the way down to the 38-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
A 1st down throw, Darnold. Looking left sideline, incomplete.
Well, one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown them a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after them. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. Derrick Henry. It's a gain of about 3, but it's going to leave them with 3rd and still 7 yards to go. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. On 3rd down, Henry. And the broken tackle helps lead to a 1st down gain. And now before this 1st down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. This a 43-yard attempt. And McManus able to put it through. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. Now McManus on to kick this one off. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And some strong running. Kiss him goodbye, Travis Benjamin. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about.
And he gets in. Touchdown, Atlanta. Jared Goff, his third touchdown of the game and fourth on the year. And the Falcons will extend their lead.
Instead of having to play follow the leader there, the leader led.
I like that. And he likes that, doesn't he? First and goal, let me do the job.
Because you know when he falls into the end zone after falling behind those big guys who pushed up front, that's a pretty good celebration, isn't it?
Gives him a little street cred in the locker room, too, doesn't it?
Street cred, and then when they go out to dinner afterwards, he's still picking up the check.
That'll be taken in the end zone. The Titans offense gears up for their first possession of the second half. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half two.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second half?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
Here's Darnold. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Cameron Jordan in there to pick up his second sack now of the afternoon.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in third and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
Now the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
Watch it now, Barney!
Third and long, it's Darnold. He's going deep for Brown. And that's caught inside the 30. And they finally do get him, but not before he reaches the 27.
Now that play will end up on the highlights, and you'll see it all over the place. But what you won't see, the offensive line that bought the extra time, that allowed for the big completion downfield. Those guys made that play possible.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And this is caught at the 8. The Titans efficient passing on this drive. There's another first down.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
Darnold from the gun. And too much on that one. It's out of the back of the end zone, incomplete. Jordan Matthews, the one he was looking for. And it's 2nd down.
You put just a little bit too much heat on that one. When you throw it to the outside, you do have to be careful because you got to keep it away from the defender, but you also have to give your own guy a chance, too.
And for Darnold, this may be a free play. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. Here's another 2nd and goal, this time from half the distance closer. A shotgun snap for Darnold. Got a man, and it's taken in for a Titans touchdown. Jarvis Landry, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Titans are able to make this a close game again. Extra point from McManus is good, and that will get them one closer. Now McManus on to kick this one off. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. Spinning away. And some room to roam now. And almost coast to coast. A great return marked down all the way at the 2.
All right, let's give credit where credit is due. How about that return? Great blocking, great vision, all the way down to the 2-yard line. The only person who has to be upset, the guy who didn't get it into the end zone. That far and no reward?
How about this starting field position? First and goal from 2 yards out. They come out here in the I. They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he will take it in for a Falcon touchdown. A great play there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Falcons will add on. Gano out to kick this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. Oh, and now he pulls him over. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Let's pick it up. It's our time. Lucky 56. Lucky 56. Over. Gone.
Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. Steps away to his left. To the right side, and he's got Landry complete. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to take this one up only to about the 44-yard line. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Here's Darnold. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. That, I believe, will put him over. And he's got a first down to boot. This quarterback now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10.
Watch him now, Barney. Gone.
Back to throw, Darnold. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, 2nd down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man on man. And you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
On 2nd down, here's Henry. And he'll work his way inside the 30 now to the 28. Pretty good running there, 9 yards. Sets up a 3rd and 1.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
Now it's Darnold. Open man, it's Allen. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
They'll run it again with Henry. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. Back now here on EA Sports. It's Titan football here as they trail to begin the fourth quarter. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
Gone! Oh, yeah, here we are! Green 39! Green 39! Detroit!
Darnold. And it's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tennessee. John Brown. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Titans have made this a one-score game. McManus's point after is good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. Now McManus on to kick this one off. Short kick here, fielded about the 17. And they'll be set up pretty nicely here as they have it up to the 35-yard line. So out come the Falcons now. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3-and-out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
They run. It's Mark Ingram. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
Well, Brandon, pace comes into play now because they've got the advantage. They've got the football, but they've got to be very careful about what speed they're going to play. You know, my music teacher back in New Paltz, Mrs. Bythema Bagley, used to say, don't go prestissimo when you really want to go largo. And what she meant by that is don't go too fast when you really want to go at a nice, slow, deliberate pace.
I am speechless. I am without speech. 2 yards on the pickup there, but it's enough to give them a new set of downs. Right back to him on first down. And he'll fight his way forward to about the 48-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
I like a guy who understands the situation. I also like a guy who you look at him and you say, that looks like a guy who knows the coach is going to say, guess what? You drop this one, you'll be carrying around the training facility for an entire week.
Maybe flashback to high school or college, carrying it around campus, right?
The old gauntlet drill, right? Anyone get the ball out while he's sitting in class and bring it back to the coach? He's in big trouble.
Looking for his tight end on the corner. It's complete. First target, first catch, and a first down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, but I'm going to keep firing.
Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35.
I like that run right there, partner. Not the flashiest run, not the one that's going to break for big yardage, but he understands the situation, and taking care of the football is paramount, and he got it done.
Nursing that slim lead, you're exactly right. Hold on to that ball. 23 yards on the play. Defensively, they're okay with that. Short little route, tackle him inbounds. Okay.
All right, cliche alert. It's time for someone to make a play because they've got to have something bigger downfield. They can't just take what they give them. They've got to force it and make something big happen for them.
On first down, it's gone. This is caught, and he's brought down. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomp down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. They'll give it to him up the middle. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
I think it's pretty evident we can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and he gets in. Touchdown, Atlanta. A great effort there. With 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Falcons will extend their lead. Extra point try good by Gano. And it gives his guys a 12-point advantage. Gano out to kick this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Eluding the pressure right. And he's going to find a man, Keenan Allen. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A really good pickup of 28 yards. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. That one good for a pickup of 15 for Tennessee.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
On first down, Darnold. They set up the screen for Henry. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He can make a man or 2 miss, but that window closed quickly. Henry will get it. He's been busy today. Stopped short of the 25, but that second effort got him a couple extra. It's a gain of 8, and it's going to take us to the 2-minute warning. Time for a break. We're back to finish this one off after this.
Lucky 56. Over. Gone.
Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? Jumpy on the right side of the line.
Sometimes when you're on the end, a little bit farther away from the ball, any type of movement will get you to jump, and that's exactly what happened there.
Maybe a critical mistake at this juncture is now they've got a 1st and 10.
Hurry up, here we go. Go. Watch it now, Barney. Gone. Detroit now, lucky 56.
Now Darnold. Throws left side, complete to Keenan Allen. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. They'll set up to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Mack. The Titans efficient passing on this drive. There's another first down. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case. Down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Detroit!
They come out here in the I. Trying to punch it in with Henry. And he gets in. Touchdown, Tennessee. Derrick Henry, his second touchdown on the season. And the Titans are able to make this a close game. Again. Now McManus for the extra point. Extra point from McManus is good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. Now McManus on to kick this one off. This will be fielded at the 8. And nowhere to go. He'll make it back only to the 5-yard line.
Well, not exactly a banner return, so he doesn't give his offense a whole lot of room to work with. They've got to go a long way now to try and score some points. I do know this from experience. There will be a few comments muttered his way by the offense as they head out on the field.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage.
And I think that's going to go down as no gain, but that doesn't seem fair for the effort that was presented on that play. That should go down as a loss. I know, I'm a defensive guy, but you got to like the play that was made.
He made a lot of those plays last week. He was AFC Defensive Player of the Week, picking up where he left off.
Starting left here. 2 left.
Throwing now, Goff. He's going to fire one deep left sideline. And they went for a big play through the air on second down. Couldn't connect. Now it's third.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield. But that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. And the Titans going to signal for a timeout defensively as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. The Falcons send out their punter. And you wonder, could they possibly think about taking a safety here? He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. They're down here in a 1-score game. At the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
Yeah, they have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Inside of a minute to go now. 2 timeouts left. Still in pretty good shape.
I think they're in excellent shape here if they use the timeouts judiciously and use the sideline as an additional timeout.
Detroit! Detroit!
They'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. Tried to go for the big one there on 2nd down. Now they're likely down to their final 2 plays.
And you know they've got to keep going for the big shot, right? So defensively, you play what they call top down. Nothing behind you. Make everything get completed in front.
The Titans on 3rd down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This will be 3rd and 6.
Detroit! Detroit! All right, here we go. Watch it now, Blue 90! Blue 90! Gone! 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 Gone!
He's back to throw. And Allen's got it. That one good for a pickup of 15 for Tennessee. That's what they need right now. Get the first down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
Hey, you got three.
All right, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
Mike's 50.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Back to throw. Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver, Landry. They showed off a nice juke of the defender before the next wave could bring him down. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1.
Gun! Set! Blue 90! Blue 90! Detroit! Watch him now, Barney!
Back to throw. Dancing to his left. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Watch him now, Barney! Detroit! Gun! Leopard!
He'll look to throw. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Brown. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Watch him now, Barney! Gun! Black 99,
Darnold. And not only did he drop it, he dropped it in the end zone. And a great game comes down to this. Time for one play, and they've got to get it in the end zone.
And I want every cover guy I've got in the game on defense, every extra defensive back who can make a play on the football. So whether it's nickel, dime, quarter, whatever you want to call it, I want 5, 6, 7 guys back there.
The Titans on 3rd down. Not quite 50%, 4 for 9. This time they face a 3rd and 2.
Watch him now, Barney! Gun! Watch him now, Barney! Here we go now. 3-19!
Now it's Darnold. And this will be incomplete. 1 second left to go. So this defense, they looked a little shaky to start the drive, but bottom line, they're a play away from finishing it off.
They rocked them a little bit on this drive, didn't they? But as you and I both know, it's not how you start, it's how you finish. They have a chance to end it right here.
And down by 5, they've got to go for it here on 4th down.
Gun! Over!
One last throw now for Darnold. And this is incomplete. So no miracles here on the final play. And this ball game is over. Well, I know at points in this when you wanted to close your eyes because of all the points that were being put on.